Hey guys, it's the Wellness Doctor, Dr. Jeffrey Clark from Marketplace Chiropractic Wellness Center. Today I want to talk about a very important topic, and that is your automobile accident coverage. Do you have PIP, or what is technically labeled Personal Injury Protection? And unfortunately, we are seeing more and more people who are waiving this state-mandated coverage. PIP must be included in your policy unless you reject it in writing. But we're seeing a lot of insurance companies convincing people that we can save you some money, save 15% in 15 minutes. Well, one of the ways that they do that is by encouraging you to waive your personal injury protection. And they might say, well, you don't need it because with Obamacare you have to have health coverage anyway, so why would you need double coverage? And let me tell you, it's a big mistake if you waive that and you are in an accident. Now, none of us needs insurance if we're never going to need it. But when we do need it, we want to make sure you're covered. So let me tell you a little bit about what is included in PIP. They will cover all of your medical, chiropractic, hospitalization costs, whatever is necessary for up to 3 years of rehabilitation or the policy limits, which can be sometimes $10,000 and occasionally we'll see them at $35,000, which is what we recommend. And here's why. Let's say you're in a car accident and it might be kind of severe. You wind up ambulance ride, maybe they strap you to the backboard, they take you to the hospital, they do some CAT scans, some other things before they even take you off the backboard, and suddenly your bill is very close to $10,000 for a couple of hours of work. And what has happened is now there's not much money left in your PIP reserve for rehabilitative care, which is why we recommend the $35,000 policy if your insurance company provides that. Now, what a lot of people may have been told is that your health insurance is going to cover your injuries if you don't have PIP, so you don't even need it. Well, let me ask you this. If you are involved in a motor vehicle collision, and it's not even your fault, do you want to pay your own deductible? Do you want to pay your co-pays every time you go to the doctor? PIP covers 100% of the bill. There's no deductible, no co-pays, no out-of-pocket. And the good thing about PIP is it's no fault. That means that if you're the cause of the accident, it doesn't matter. They cover it. If you're not the cause, someone else hit you and caused the accident, or what we call a collision at that point, then you're covered. So it doesn't matter where the liability lays. That's a different aspect of the law. We're just talking about who covers your medical bills. And so PIP is no fault. Your insurance company legally, by state law, cannot raise your rates if you use your PIP. Your insurance company, by state law, cannot cancel your coverage if you use your PIP. So the exclusion of PIP would have no bearing on future insurability or the use of the PIP. Other things, if you choose not to have it, you have to reject it in writing. So oftentimes be careful of what forms you're signing when you update your insurance. PIP also pays a portion of time loss. Let's say you're injured in an accident and you can't work. After a certain period of days, they cover a percentage of your income so that you're not without money coming in if needed. Let's say that you can't clean your home, you can't vacuum because of the injuries. They will cover some domestic assistance to come in and do essential services like vacuuming. You can't mow your lawn, you can hire someone to come and mow the lawn. It doesn't mean you're going to get complete lawn care, but they cover about $35 a day for domestic assistance for things just of that nature. So PIP is very, very important. And the reason I bring this up is we have more and more patients and prospective patients calling and saying, I was in a car accident, and as we walk them through the process, I have been injured, sometimes They may have run into somebody. Most often they're involved in a collision through no fault of theirs, and yet they find out they don't have the coverage that they need to take care of their injuries. And if you don't properly rehabilitate an injury after a car accident, you are subject to increased probability of having dysfunction later on. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the road, you might have quite a huge problem that's not being taken care of. And so we want to take care of the problems now. The other thing we're seeing is more and more people are not covering any insurance or carrying any insurance. So if you're hit by an uninsured driver, there's no one to go after a lot of times, or a hit and run. We've had moms rear-ended. They pull over. They're concerned with the baby in the back seat, in the car seat, and the other driver just runs off. And so we have a baby with some injuries, a mom with some injuries, and there's no coverage because they waived the PIP to try to save a few dollars every month. If you're in a single car collision, we've had this happen. People hit some black ice in the winter. They spin, go in to the guardrail, even roll their car. We've seen that, and they've waived their PIP. They have no medical coverage, and they're told, well, just put it on your health insurance. There's the getting the car repaired, things of that nature. That's all a separate policy, but then they're expected to pay their co-pays, their deductibles, and the coverage isn't as good. You might only have 10 or 12 visits on your health insurance, and you might need several months of regular care with a car accident. So call your insurance company up. Say, do I have PIP coverage, personal injury protection coverage? How much do I have? Is it $10,000? Is it $35,000? If you do not have that coverage, add it immediately. And if you have $10,000, raise it to $35,000. If that's within your budget, we strongly urge you to do that. So this is very, very important. We look forward to serving your needs. If you do know anyone that's been injured in a car accident, we really focus our skills on rehabilitative care. Our staff is highly trained. Our massage therapists are trained in clinical rehabilitative massage, and we have years of postgraduate experience and clinical experience. So we look forward to serving those needs. Hopefully you'll never need that, but we're here when you need us for that, and certainly for all your wellness care needs. So until next time, it's the Wellness Doctor saying thanks, God bless, and get PIP on your policy.